Okay, it's currently day 4 of starting a Canadian army in under 7 days. And as you can see, right now, I'm in the map that I bought on day 2, I think it was. I still really like this map, okay? Very, very spacious. There's a ton of stuff to do in this map, and I feel like I'll have a lot of fun in this map. Today is mostly about me unleashing my creative spirit. I'm going to be having to create the regiment logos for the regiment groups. I did this last time for my United States Army, and it went okay. So I feel like I can improve, you know? Since I was almost like 2 years ago, I think I've improved a little bit with my Photoshop skills. But before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and recap quickly what happened on day 3. So on day 3, not a whole lot happened. First I just reviewed what happened on day 2, and then I basically just read 600 applications. And obviously I couldn't do it alone, so I got my production crew to help me, and also my friend Lamozo, who helped read applications. He didn't really do a good job. And then finally, I interviewed my friend John. He was great, okay? Great interview. And that was literally all of day 3. Day 4 is a little more interesting. We have a lot of stuff to do. So let's get started. All right, let me open up Photoshop. So we're gonna go to new file. We're gonna do 512 by 512. All right, we're first gonna start by getting rid of this ugly white background. We cannot have this. It looks disgusting. We're gonna go to blending options and then gradient overlay. Make this look a little bit nicer. Wow, so beautiful. Next, we're gonna create a new layer. Boom. We're gonna go to the shape tool. We're gonna start with the circle, okay? We're gonna drag this out while holding shift to make a perfect circle. Boom. Next, we're gonna put this in the middle. Where are my purple things? Hello? All right, I think something like this will be fine. Boom. We're gonna start with a nice crimson red. Okay, I feel like that would look nice. We're gonna go to blending options. If I can find it, where is it? We're gonna get an ever so slight gradient going. We're not gonna make the gradient too much because then it'll just like not look good. Something like that red should be nice. And then the same thing but a little bit brighter. Next up, we're gonna duplicate this circle. Boom. We're gonna shrink this a little bit. Something that should be good. We're gonna go to gradient overlay. We're gonna change this color to be a little bit lighter. Something like this, okay? And then same color like that, but a little bit like that, maybe. Okay, something like that. Trust the process, okay? Next up, we're gonna try and make this circle not a circle, but like cut into a circle. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to blending options. Let me figure out how to do this. I'm trying to think, how do I make a hole in this circle? Blending options, fill opacity, 0. Alright, hold on, let me rasterize layer style, fill opacity 0, and then we'll have a stroke. Okay, good. We're gonna increase the size of this, maybe to like 8. That should be good. And then we'll change the fill type to gradient, and then we'll just get the other colors. So like that, and then a little bit darker. Okay. It's coming along. And then after this, we're gonna duplicate that circle, and then we're gonna shrink that down even more to something like this. Actually, wait, like that. I'm trying to think if this is enough space to have text like over here. Okay, I think something like that should be good. All right, and then once we're done with that, we're gonna duplicate another circle. We're gonna duplicate this circle, okay? Put that there. Now we are going to make a square. I mean a rectangle. Why is it rounded? Stop. With this unrounded rectangle, we are going to move this in the middle of the circle, okay? Middle of the circle, and then we're gonna move it up a little bit. So something like this, okay? We're gonna exit out of that, and then we're gonna select these 2 layers. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Okay, I added a layer mask. So now I'm gonna change the color of the circle on the top. Can I do this? Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay, it's not looking too bad. It looks like a lifeguard thing right now, but we're making progress. Now, we're gonna add a little design, okay? We're gonna add triangles right here, okay? We're gonna go to triangle tool. We're gonna make a nice triangle, all right? We're gonna flip this, edit, transform, flip vertical, okay? Only thing I'm worried about, I don't know if this is straight or not. We're gonna make it work, okay? I will not stop until this works. I can't tell if that looks stupid or not. Do I extend this a little bit? I think I have to extend this a little bit. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. We're sticking with that. We're gonna do the same for the other side. Copy and paste that. Why does it look like it's on an angle? Or am I like crazy? All right, we're not gonna question it, okay? We're gonna keep it like that. It's a design, okay? Next up, in these triangles, we're gonna add a Canadian flag, okay? We're gonna get this maple leaf, copy, paste, okay? It's a little too big. Okay, maybe it's a lot too big. We're gonna shrink that down. Perfect. We're gonna color this white. Boom. Okay, what the heck? Something like right there, I think is good. Or the same for the other side. Perfect. Now, we get the logo for the regiment. I'm too lazy to do that right now, so we're just gonna insert this. Perfect. Put that right there. Boom. We're gonna pretend that's a logo. We're gonna go to the text tool. We're gonna go up here. Okay. I can't find a good font, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna put Canadian Army at the top right here. We're gonna make this have an arch. Okay, what is that? That looks stupid. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this text because I'll find a better font later. Okay, but for now, you know what? I literally think I don't know how I feel about this. Like, it looks okay. I feel like the text is throwing it off. Once I get better text, it'll look better. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing that we're gonna do today. So the next thing on the list today is we have to interview more people for the application. For those of you who don't know how the system works, basically you apply, okay, and then the passers of the application will go for an interview. And in this interview, we just ask you a few questions, okay? You answer them, simple. And if we think you do good, you pass, okay? Now, I was away yesterday, so I couldn't interview people, but my friends did, okay? We're gonna start with my manager, Hannah, and then we're gonna go to my production crew member, CJ. So let's see how they did.
Hello.
Yo.
Are you ready for this interview?
Yes.
So, okay, let's start with the first question. What is your time zone?
EST.
Okay. What device do you play on?
PC.
How old are you?
16. Kind of a weird question to be asking.
Why do you want to become a high rank?
I originally started joining Fure's project in his USAR. I joined the Department of State, moderation team, all those other teams and regiments. And it's mostly just been new experiences for me, and it helped me to mostly just grow, to go into other regiments, take up new positions in other groups, become headquarters, even start my own group, which rose to roughly 50,000 members in about a few months. So I was happy with that.
Okay. If you got a position in this army, how long would you stay for?
As long as you would need me. I don't really plan on leaving a position if I'm just getting started, especially if I'm working on something. I don't plan on dropping it just to leave.
Okay, good answer. Describe your leadership style.
As I stated in my application, my leadership style is more just I don't say things like, oh, well, you should lead by example. I don't want you to lead by example. I want you to do the work and don't have to worry about other people. If you do your work and someone else does theirs, everyone will get their job done and we won't have an issue.
Okay, that's it for the interview. Just give us a few seconds real quick and I'll get back to you. Good job on your interview, first of all. We will have the result out maybe in a few days. So just check your DMs and yeah, good job.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna be your interviewer today. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull your application up. What is your Roblox username?
Silent Rate Games.
What is your time zone?
Greenwich Mean Time +8.
Why do you want to become an HR?
Well, to start off, I have a handful of experience when it comes to this field and position, as I have previously stated in my application, that I have been part in different armies in the last 4 years. First and foremost, I was a former officer in the Nighthawk Imperium and became part of several departments of the community. One of which is the progression department, where when I evaluated officer cadets to determine whether they qualify or not for the commission.
All right, that's a pretty good answer. Would you care to explain just a little bit more in depth about like your time in Zans and like some of the more in depth things that you did?
Well, I started off in the officer candidate school as a senior instructor. I just pretty much became active during my time, and I became senior staff. Well, not senior staff, senior instructor for like 2 weeks for hosting like 30 events per week. And after that, I just resigned and moved on to the first infantry division, where I applied for senior instructor again. And with my activity and working under Real. I became a company first sergeant, and just of now, I just passed my trial, and I'm handling the reports that I will submit this day actually.
All right, that's pretty nice. All right, thank you for your time. This was a lovely interview, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day too.
So I think that's it for day 4. We're gonna finish up interviewing people, and then we're gonna get the regiment set up. So hopefully we can launch on day 5 or 6.